It's a new month, and Black Friday was just a few days ago, so it's time for another Funko and Blu-Ray haul. Before I dive into it, go ahead and join me down below in the comment section. What were your best November and Black Friday pickups that you were able to find? What were the best deals that you were able to get this past month, especially with Black Friday? And my Black Friday is a little bit more reserved than most years. I've just been very busy trying to crank out content, and with my birthday being sandwiched right after Thanksgiving and being in the middle of a bunch of gigantic video projects, I couldn't go out and do as much as I wanted to do. In the past, I've done like whole vlog adventures where I go out Blu-ray shopping. I wanted to do that again. I was just too swamped, so I couldn't do it. So my Black Friday shopping was actually on Sunday, a couple days after Black Friday. And I did find a couple things, and I had purchased a couple things earlier in the month. So a little bit more modest than most years. And I also couldn't find some of the stuff because it was already sold out because I went on Sunday rather than Friday. Let's get started with it. We got Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, the Thanksgiving road trip classic. Just a great, great, great comedy. And it was very cheap for Black Friday. If you haven't seen Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, you gotta check out Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Next up, the 4K for Top Gun. Maverick was my most anticipated movie of 2020. Maverick was my most anticipated movie of 2021. Maverick will be my most anticipated movie of 2022. 3 years straight, one movie is my most anticipated film. And in anticipation, I had to check out the original Top Gun in pristine, gorgeous 4K clarity. So I picked that one up. Then we have one, I wanted to watch it when it first came out, but the new animated Mortal Kombat Legends movie, I watched the original one right when it debuted, did a review of it and everything. And once again, this year's just been busy for me, especially this last little window of time. Stuff just keeps happening. More things are coming out, and I overcommitted myself to a bunch of these gigantic video projects. A few months back, it was all DC movies, and then it was the Bond movies, then it was Halloween movies, then it was 31 on 31, so 31 horror movies I needed to watch, and then 60 Disney movies. So finally, I've watched all of it. I can actually calm down and breathe, and I can finally check out the second animated Mortal Kombat film. Then we have the new G.I. Joe movie, Snake Eyes. I wasn't crazy about it. I didn't hate it either. It's just really very disappointing that it wasn't better than it kind of turned out, and that they made Snake Eyes basically a big, gigantic jerk. But there was things about it that I enjoyed, and I watched it with my son, and he had enough fun with it too. And it was on jumbo sale for Black Friday. So pick that one up. And then here's what I actually really enjoyed. Don't Breathe 2. It's schlocky. It's a B movie. It's one that definitely requires that you're able to swallow the big gigantic pill that the blind man now becomes the lead, the protagonist, and isn't the villain. That's a big pill to swallow. I understand why after the turkey baster in the first movie, many people can't do that. As for me, I felt like the movie addressed that. It tackled that in a way that where he has to own who he is and what he's done. And just, I like home invasion movies that are brutal and vicious. And that's what this one is. And it introduces you to a bunch of despicable people that you want them to pay. And then he makes them pay. So I really enjoyed this one. Obviously it's not like an A movie or anything like that. It's a B movie, so I gave it like a B. But as for movies that deliver that visceral experience, it delivered the visceral experience that I wanted. Of our last movie pickups, actually we'll have another one in here, but Scream, my favorite horror slasher of all time, and they put out a brand new 4K of it just in time for the new movie that comes out in January. So that's I was excited to have that one. I've already owned them in HD and stuff, but 4K is what you got to have for the original one, and now I do. Here's a fun one that we picked up that our family's been playing around with. The Nintendo AllStar Brawl was on Black Friday sale, and for whatever reason, I don't know if my son just wanted to buy something, was able to talk me into it, or if he's wanted to get it or whatever, but he was like, "Dad, this is on sale. It's on sale. It's on sale. Let's get this. Let's get this." Like, okay, let's get this. And so then, they've been having more fun than me. These brawl games, whether it's Super Smash Bros. Or this one, there's too chaotic for my brain. Just too much is happening. But kids love them, and my kids love them. So they're having fun with this, and it's them playing something besides Fortnite or Minecraft, so I appreciate that. And, not finally, get to play as the Ninja Turtles as I've done before, but also as April O'Neil, which I've, of course, always wanted to be April O'Neil. Then we got one more movie in here. It's actually a DVD. It's not very common that I actually buy DVDs, but Make Mine Music is the one movie in the Disney animation canon, the actual official movies from Disney Animation, that is not on Disney Plus. And it's not really on Blu-ray in the traditional sense. I guess if you're in like the Mickey Mouse Club or something like that, if you're in some club, they released a Blu-ray of it, I think just this month. After I bought this, I did some research and discovered they did put a Blu-ray out. Like that is the exact window of time that I bought this DVD. And beyond that, every version that they've released for the last 20 years is edited. It's from the wartime era, and they did a lot of these shorts, and they're not the most culturally sensitive or politically correct, and many of them are kind of misogynistic. And the worst of the bunch apparently is this one. So they had to like cut a couple bits out that they just like, we just can't put that in anymore. That's not what we stand for. And so I couldn't even watch the real version of it. Maybe if I like went on torrent sites and got, blocked by my internet provider or something like that, I could have found the original unedited one, but I didn't. I only had the DVD, and it's a terrible movie. But now I own it on DVD. It's one of my least favorite Disney animation. It was my next to last. This one has Peter and the Wolf, and I thought, okay, that's a little something. There's one that has even less merit to it. Finally, I don't think I had this in last month's haul, but my Peter Venkman covered in marshmallow Funko. That's a fun one. Actually, looking at what's on the back here, I need to get all of those. All of those are great. You even have Scary Library Ghost. I want all of those. I need to fix that for myself. Anyway, also, if you don't know, I have an additional channel where I do family blogs and mail unboxings. So I actually got even more stuff from my fan mail, but because I get so much of my fan mail these days, it kind of overshadows my Blu-ray hauls because it's not stuff that I actually bought. So I now do those totally separate. So what did I actually buy these ones? But if you want more content like this, that's from my fan mail. You can check those out somewhere up here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for commenting. Thank you so much for just being a great audience, and keep talking movies too much.